mate. You fair dinkum about learning Aussie English? You fair dinkum about becoming a true blue dinky-die Aussie? What the bloody hell am I talking about? What does fair dinkum, true blue, and dinky-die actually mean? Do they mean the same thing? How can they be used? Well, mate, as with all Aussie words, you need to learn those sorts of things from the context in which they're used by native speakers. So let's have a look, mate.
Yeah, mate. Being a good bloke is number one, alright. But who am I? I mean, I'm a fair dinkum Aussie who doesn't mind having a few coldies with his mates and lying about in the sun on me pool device.
Okay, mate. If it's important to you that your fair dinkum cobber goes walkabout with you in the outback, so you're not your Pat Malone drinking with the flies while you discover your dinky-die identity in case you cark it as a young bloke, then okay. I won't pike on you, mate. Not in your hour of need.
Strike me pink! What's with the clobber, Brucey? You look as though you're a fair dinkum jackaroo.
Well, look around you, mate. Here we are. A fair dinkum, dinky-die, true blue Aussie outback setting. So, mate, does it make things clearer for you? Not really? Well, it's pretty simple, mate. Let's start with the granddaddy of these words. Fair dinkum. Got that? Fair dinkum. Roughly, mate, this phrase means genuine. For example, it can be used to ask someone if they're telling the truth or taking the piss. Oh, fair crack of the whip, sport. Look, me China's got a crook arm because the Noah's Ark thought it was Tucker. His arm's cactus, mate. I'm afraid he's going to cark it.
Mate, are you fair dinkum? Have you been on the terps?
Yeah, I've had a few ice cold coldies, but that's no one's business. Look, sunshine, I'll knock your bloody block off if you don't rescue me China from the Noah's Ark who thinks his arm's Tucker. And mate, if he carks it, his whinging will be the last you'll hear.
Easy there, big fella. I see you, China. I'll save him from carking it because the Noah's Ark thinks his arm is Tucker.
My oath you will. Now get out there quick, smart.
Are you fair dinkum?
Yep, Jules, I'm fair dinkum alright. All the spunks have fair dinkum piked on this Barbie the Sarvey. Mate, did you hear about the time that Looney drank 99 stubbies on a flight from Hobart to Launceston?
Oh, fair dinkum?
Fair dinkum.
Oh, crikey. It can also be used to say something like, if Australia was fair dinkum about winning the World Cup, it'd bring Campo back from retirement. Or, if the Pollies were fair dinkum about fair taxation, it'd drop the tax on beer, which is a tax on the Aussies least able to pay it. Fair dinkum can also be used to state something as though you really mean it. Oh, that's just bloody it then. I've wasted another bloody arvo with a fair dinkum bludging mate and a fair dinkum snaky Sheila. So stuff you two, I'm off like a bride's nightie.
Rightio then, Brucey. See you later, mate.
Yeah, Bruce. Thanks for the tucker and the grog.
What about just dinkum? Well, mate, dinkum can be thought of as just an abbreviation of fair dinkum. Sort of. It can be used in almost the same places as fair dinkum. For example, you might say, if you were dinkum about learning Aussie English, you'd let Bruce teach you. However, mate, you wouldn't just say dinkum as a question, nor would you say, are you dinkum? You could call someone a dinkum Aussie though, if they're a really good bloke. What about true blue and dinky die? True blue means genuine in international English, but it doesn't really mean that here. Well, not exactly. If something is true blue, then it's really, really Australian. So someone can be a true blue Aussie, but it wouldn't make sense to call someone a true blue American, unless so an American was becoming an Aussie. You could also say, he's true blue, as in, Slim Dusty was true blue alright. Dinky Die pretty well means the same thing. He's Dinky Die means that he's a fair dinkum Aussie. Bruce is Dinky Die. But Dinky Die isn't said as much as fair dinkum, or true blue. But it's a fair dinkum little Aussie word just sitting there waiting to be used if it takes your fancy. So be a true blue, mate, and get into it.